uncle. Okay?
Okay.
I hear a gunshot.
Uh-huh.
Louis! I'm like, whoa, what? Get up here! So he keeps screaming. I follow the voice. I get up in the woods, and he goes, I bagged one. And I'm like, okay.
And by the way, they never
Cool.
shoot it. They never shoot it. They never
They
capture
bag
it.
it.
They always bag it.
Yeah.
It's bagged.
Like he ran up behind it
right.
and caught it.
Like he's been stalking it for 3
Strangled
days. He's been stalking it for 3 days. Finally, the elusive whitetail.
I bagged one. I go, cool, man. All right, so I'm going to go back. No. You stay here. You're done raking for the day.
Right.
Today's a day for you to learn something. I go, oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Because I hate learning stuff.
Again, people who are experts think that they have to teach you how to become the expert.
When I want to learn something, I
Right.
sign up for a class at a local
Right.
college. You've done it.
You know what I do? I Google it.
I Google it. But back in the day, you used to have to seek that information out, but that's another topic.
Right. Well, yeah, if it's like the 1850s, of course, someone teaches you how to bag a deer in the 1850s.
Right.
But this
Because
is,
you have to live
right,
off
but
of
this
that.
is the 21st century.
Right. We're behind a Home Depot in the woods. So he goes, all right, so you're going to learn something. So, which, by the way, that's not his voice. He's Italian. I don't know why I'm doing the
You should do
redneck
this,
voice.
Hey, I bagged it.
We bagged it. I bagged this some bitch. So he goes, you're going to learn something. I go, fuck. I hate learning stuff. I had nothing. I was not hunting. I was raking for money.
Right.
But I'm like, all right, well, how bad could it be? I'm making money. I'm not raking at the moment. So he flips the deer against the thing, and he hands me a knife, and he goes, all right, you're going to cut it from here to here.
Usually it's like from the tail
Right.
to the
All
belly
the way to the neck.
to the
right?
neck. Right. See,
And he goes, don't hit
you know how I know how to do that? I saw it on TV.
He goes, don't hit the ass bag. Don't hit the ass bag. So I go, what is the ass bag? So he goes, he's pointing out where it is.
Right.
If you hit that, it's going to spray us in the face. We're going to smell like shit all day.
Nice.
All right. So what do? I grab the knife and I just start cutting.
I think it's funny that the cast from Goodfellas is hunting, by the way.
So what do? I start cutting. I hit the ass bag. Sprays us right in the face like a skunk was there.
Right.
Only it's filled with intestine juice.
Wow.
From this
you
poor...
hit the ass bag.
I hit the ass bag. And you would think that was the worst part.
Oh.
But it wasn't.
Did he yell at you? He must have yelled at you.
No, he goes, oh, you hit the
Oh, you hit the ass
What
bag.
was that? That's what you get. Now we're going to smell like shit all day, asshole. You hit the ass bag, asshole.
Hey, Mabel, guess what Lou did? He hit the ass bag.
Couldn't wait to tell the story. Because now what? You're a queer.
Right, yeah, because you hit the ass bag.
So here we go. So now I know there's a story about me coming later once we get out of the woods. So I go, can I go back to raking now? No, we got to take it out of the woods. So I got to drag this dead thing out of the woods with him.
Oh, my God.
I didn't sign up for hunting.
Way too much work.
You know, I made like $45 for the day.
Right.
I hit the ass bag. Now I'm a queer
That's
who
why
can't kill deer.
Someone once said to me, do you want to go hunting? I said, if we can do like quail or pheasant or ducks, that would be great.
You know what I enjoy?
Because you just pick them up and you carry them.
The rifle range.
That's the rifle range is fun.
You know, the gun range, whatever the hell you call it. You shoot whatever guns.
You just go and shoot. Bang, bang, bang,
I was
bang.
good at the skeet shooting.
You go home. Skeet shooting is fun. I enjoy that as well.
That was fun.
But if I'm going to, but you're right. It's too much work. The hunting thing. All right. So to recap, if you're hunting, you're stuck with someone you don't want to be with.
Right. You have
Two,
we didn't get this. There's piss all over your boots.
There's piss all over, right? Because you have the scent that you sprinkle all over the place. And two, it's just too much work.
But that's you and I to a T.
Too much work.
That's why we're friends that pretend to be closer friends that aren't friends. We'd be closer if we could just do the work.
Exactly.
But we don't give a shit to do it.
Right. No.
We're enough together.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Because here's the funny thing. Now, after today, people will say, oh, what'd you do on Saturday? Oh, I had to work. Doing what? My podcast.
Right, yeah. Oh, I thought you were roofing. Yeah. I thought you had a real job.
Right. Oh, you mean you weren't out on the highway tarring the highway?
No. I got a Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
I drove to Danbury, Connecticut. Me and my buddy talked for a while.
There was a shitload of papers I had to shuffle through.
So I think where we start? The Gray Wolf.
That's right.
The show's halfway over.
1, 2, 3.
Here's number 3.
I have this one from the New York Post. A head honcho at a Hollywood talent agency is under fire for reacting to a request from an assistant who asked for a day off with a crude email saying that her vagina should be sewn shut.
Wow.
Rosette Lorson wanted to mark International Women's Day on March 8th But her boss, talent manager Michael Einfield of Michael Einfield Management, didn't take it so well. He sent an email meant only for 2 of Larson's male coworkers, but mistakenly sent it his misogynistic missives. Missives a word?
A missive would be like an email would be a missive.
I'm almost 40 years old. I don't know what the fuck a missive is.
Yeah.
To the entire staff.
Okay.
This is according to Variety. Are you fucking kidding me? At the end of the pilot season, someone should sew her vagina shut. I'm never hiring a girl again, he wrote.
Wow. Now, why did she want to take the day off? To celebrate what?
Women's Day.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
So it's an affront.
So let me get this straight. But to go the other way, this is a woman who probably wants equality.
Sure.
She wants to be treated like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to have a job where she gets paid the same as her male counterparts, but she wants to take a day off.
Well, we could go on and on about that all day long.
Right.
If you want.
Right.
But I think it's, in this instance,
and I'm not excusing
we got to take her side.
Right, because I'm not excusing him saying that he wanted to sew it shut.
I completely understand.
I can only think
of... that's not true.
Right. No,
because
I was gonna say,
some should be shown.
Well, I was going to say,
I
can only think of only 3 instances where they should. But in this case...
What's the name? I so badly... Can I think of names that I want to say? I'll say the first letter of some names. No, I won't.
No,
I won't.
No, we will...
Because of Facebook
and
Twitter.
It will be a witch hunt. People will come after us in 10 seconds saying that we're anti-women and misogynistic, which isn't bad.
Oh, no. I have no problem with that.
Right.
I have no problem with that because it's not true.
No, it's not true at all. It's not true at all.
My wife and I are equals.
Right. Totally. I agree.
In fact, I'm probably a rung lower, and I'm okay with it.
I'm definitely a rung lower in my relationship.
Yeah, and I respect her, and she's the smartest person I know.
I'm actually third because there's, my wife, my daughter, and so I'm third.
Right.
Yeah. So
and I have 3 sisters.
Right.
And a mother who I respect.
And my mother as well. You're right.
Low on the totem pole.
Right.
But I love joking about it because it upsets people who have, thin skin.
Oh.
And nothing makes me happier than upsetting people that have thin skin.
Oh, well, that's half my act, is that I'm making half the people laugh, and I'm looking around the room while I'm doing it saying, oh, good, he's really upset. Oh, she doesn't think I'm funny. And that's to me, that's a bigger thrill
than
than actually getting laughs.
But can I tell you what pisses me off about this more than anything? I have no problem with this woman wanting to take off Women's Day.
Right.
Or take off any day for that matter.
Right.
The fact that this guy... It sounds like he's a successful guy. He's being written about in the New York Post, right?
Right, and it's the company is named after him.
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, so he's obviously successful.
So this successful son of a bitch,
right,
is harboring these feelings towards women and his employees.
I wonder what the company does. Does it say what the company is?
He's a Hollywood talent agent.
Oh, see, so
what an asshole. Like, these guys are out there everywhere, and what's worse is when they're in a room with a guy like me. Like, say I worked for Michael Feinstein or Einfield. That was very anti-Semitic of me to just throw out a Jewish name. Michael Einfield, right? I'm in an office with him, and he feels like, because of the way I talk, or I'm a dude, he can share this with all women should have their vaginas shown.
Right. And I know exactly what the guy looks like too.
I know.
So he's bald, but he's
not
got
fully bald.
No, he's got like a really close cropped on the side.
Yeah. He's got the horseshoe.
Yeah, he's in LA, so he probably wears like aviator sunglasses. All right. He probably doesn't wear a tie, but he wears what he thinks is his Nick Clooney look.
Yes.
So he's got like the button-down shirt open at the collar.
Absolutely.
Right. And then a suit that's maybe a little too tight, maybe a little ill-fitting.
Sure.
But he thinks he's great. He doesn't wear socks. I guarantee you that he wears loafers and no socks.
Oh, God.
And he's probably got like a big gold watch.
Now you're making me angry. Because this guy exists.
Oh.
So he's sitting in it. You're me now.
Yeah.
And I'm him. You believe these fucking broads? Wait, no, why is he Italian? I'm getting all the accents wrong.
Did you go hunting with him?
So I'm assuming Jewish, but I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So you believe these women? They think they could just come in here and tell me that they want Women's Day off? What the fuck? Have their vaginas sewn shut.
Now he's gay. You just made him sound gay. Don't stop doing voices.
I'm just and I'm sitting there seething because I work for the guy.
Right.
Now you have a decision to make. Get up and go, you're a dick, and punch him in the head.
Right.
And lose your job.
Right.
And go to jail.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do there? Like, because I've seen this over and over and over again.
Over and over again. I agree.
And because of the way I do the radio show that I do when we're not here,
right,
I get accused of being this kind of guy all the time, and I'm just not.
No,
because I'll say like, "Hey, bring them out, ladies! I love sluts and whores and hookers," and like I say really insensitive stuff.
There's a difference between what we say when we're performing and the way we are in real life.
Because your job is to get a reaction. That's it.
Exactly.
Your whole
That's
job.
our total job, is to get a reaction. So I say things on stage, but then afterwards I'm hanging out with the people who I've just insulted or picked on or whatever.
Right.
And they're like, wow, you're a really nice guy. I'm like, well, I'm always a nice guy.
Right.
It's just sometimes I say things because I want to see what happens.
I say things I don't believe.
Right.
And you do that.
Because you're a character. You have to do that.
This is how we pay our bills.
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely.
So if you are somebody who has a respectable job, or what most people consider respectable jobs, maybe you're an accountant or you're a construction guy, you go to work and you put in your hours and you go home and you provide for your family.
Right.
We have to do it with dick jokes and insensitive
absolutely
comments.
We have to do it with stereotypes.
Right.
That's
and you don't
job.
stay working very long if you don't.
Absolutely.
Here's number 4.
I may now have a new second favorite baseball team.
Oh, you can't do that. Well, let's get to the point here. Derek Jeter and his group have won the rights to buy the Miami Marlins.
And Michael Jordan supposedly is part of this group as well.
He's got money coming out.
Well, they both do.
Yeah.
Both him and Jeter have nothing but money.
But you know what I heard on one of these financial shows? Like, their money, like, think about that. They're probably, Michael's worth more than Derek.
Well, they bought it for $1 billion. That's how much.
Okay.
That's how much and that's a crappy baseball team. Cost
terrible. That needs to be relocated, by the way.
Cost $1 billion.
That nobody goes to see.
No,
that has Giancarlo Stanton, one of the best players in baseball right now.
Because when you're in Miami, your first thought isn't, let's go to a baseball game.
Right.
You want to go have stone crab claws. You want to go to the beach.
Nothing to do with
You want to go dancing. You want to eat a Cubano sandwich.
Cubano.
You want to do all that stuff.
Muy bien.
Yeah. So he,
mucho gusto.
So he kind of bought a baseball team that's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
But what they said about him is he's worth like $350 million estimated.
Right.
You know, Derek Jeter. I'm talking about.
What's Jordan worth? Twice as much?
I think
3
Jordan's
times as much?
like $750.
Right.
Right. But these guys still, like, that's their personal worth.
They still didn't have enough money.
Now, what are you investing in it? So say Derek's worth $350 million, and he's willing to part with 50 of it.
Right.
He's got a lot more to go.
Yeah.
Like, that's what these teams are worth.
Yeah, it's huge. Even the crappy teams are worth a lot of money.
But you would actually root for the Marlins then?
Well, yeah, because I'm a big Jeter fan, I'm a big Yankees fan.
You and I are both Yankee fans.
And I kind of want to see him succeed, because all he's ever talked about, ever since he became a Yankee, was one day, because he was a huge fan and a huge friend of George Steinbrenner, and all he's ever said, and you can go back and find it, one day I would like to own a baseball team. I would love to own a team.
Let's point out the very obvious that I don't think anybody's looking at. So let's talk about Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez during their playing days, right? I, as a Yankee fan, and you are as well, love Derek Jeter, held him up. Like, this is like, I bought once a Derek Jeter, not Yankee calendar in a grocery store, and the 14-year-old kid that checked, and it's the only item I had, the 14-year-old kid, that and an onion, that checked me out, looked at me like, dude, get a life. This is how much I love Derek Jeter, right?
And it was just a calendar of Derek Jeter in different poses and stuff?
Right. There was just Derek Jeter.
Was that a picture of him on the field at least?
All playing baseball,
So it wasn't a picture of him like relaxing at home?
No, he would never
Or just getting out of the shower.
Yeah, cheats. So this is how I feel about Derek Jeter. And during his playing days, I'm like, that's the right way to do it. That's how I feel about athletes.
Absolutely.
You know, shut your mouth. You get a first down. You don't spike the ball. You just got a first down.
You show up, you do your job just like we do
Say
ours.
the right things. Exactly.
Exactly.
Alex Rodriguez, on the other hand, was smooching himself in the mirror with his shirt off.
Right. Well, there's that picture of him in Central Park. He shows up at the most visible place, sitting on a blanket without a shirt, and he's wearing like regular work pants, like he's just come from the office and he's taken off his shirt.
I hated the fact that I had to defend Alex Rodriguez
forever
to non-Yankee fans.
Right. Because everybody's like, oh, hey, Roddy sucks. And being a Yankees fan, we had to say, well, yeah, but anytime he can hit it out of the park if he has to.
Right.
We're trying to find stuff to say to justify that A-Rod was on the team.
Now, let's look at post-baseball.
Right.
Derek Jeter is fucking boring. And Alex Rodriguez is dating Jennifer Lopez, who I love, and is doing an amazing job as a baseball commentator.
Yeah,
now. He's really a baseball nerd.
He's become like it's his like new lease on life. But here's why I think. But where is A-Rod known for?